The other thing is every call you make adds up. And I've said this before, but every call you make, we're talking about celebrating wins, adds up. Every call you do is going to help you overcome the fear of calling. If you're not scared of calling, it's going to build your confidence. Now, some people are like, well, I've been calling and I'm not landing anything. And then I have to tell my students, well, let me look at what you're doing, because depending on what you're doing, what skip tracing service you're using, because it's different for every part of the country, which is, I know, very frustrating. What types of lists are you pulling, things like that, that really does matter. So we have to look at it. I tell my students all the time, I'm going to have to rip apart what you're doing, put it back together so it performs better. That's why you hired us. But that's kind of the reason of it, is you have to see there's a lot of variables in a successful real estate deal. I was dealing with a student who's frustrated because she's like, I have not been doing a deal yet. And I said, well, what are you doing? Because there's a lot of variables into you're not doing a deal. And we had to go through it and I had to nitpick and rip it apart. And this, no, why are you doing that? Well, I heard from someone. Nope, don't listen to anyone else. Let's go through this. So if you're not doing a deal, there's a variable in there and it could be something small. I tell my students, it could be a tweak. I was talking about this on the Tuesday public call, or the Tuesday call that I also invited the masterclass ladies to. I was like, it could be a small tweak. Sometimes it's just something small, but I won't know until I get in there. And so understanding that and tweaking it as you go until you have like the best script, the best introduction, the best way of talking.